Govinda Dasi. Govinda Dasi met Srila Prabhupada in January of 1967, just after his arrival in San Francisco for the Mantra Rock Dance. She was a senior art student at the University of Texas, so he engaged her in artwork for his temples, books, and Back to Godhead magazines. She served as his secretary, servant, and cook for over a year until January of 1969, when she was sent to spread Krishna consciousness in the Hawaiian Islands. In San Francisco, my husband Gaur Sundar and I daily relished Srila Prabhupada's kirtans and classes. He also gave me many personal instructions for depicting art of the spiritual world. Once I asked about the colour of Krishna's eyes, and with a faraway look of love, he replied, blackish. I felt he was actually seeing Krishna in the room. For 2 years, from January of 1967 until January of 1969, I was with Prabhupada almost continuously. After his heart attack in May 1967, my husband and I served him at the New Jersey seashore for weeks. That was the most wonderful time of my life. There I heard wonderful Krishna pastimes from him and also experienced his love and concern for me as his spiritual daughter. Daily I would pick roses for his room while softly singing Hare Krishna. He told my husband, Govinda Dasi is simple-hearted. This is good for bhakti. Early on, Prabhupada studied our lives. He asked questions like, can you drive? Can you swim? He understood that both boys and girls are educated similarly in the West, so he patterned his ISKCON like this. He encouraged both his sons and his daughters to study scripture, give classes, lead kirtans, create temples, and preach to the world about Krishna. He engaged everyone according to his or her abilities and psychophysical nature of each disciple. He encouraged us to dovetail our existing talents for service to Krishna as the perfection of life. In early 1967, Prabhupada held classes in Sanskrit for my husband and me. Each day he would recite the Sanskrit alphabets and we would imitate. One morning he taught me the beautiful shloka, Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahoditya Godidya Pushpavanto Shitro Sando Tammo Nudai. This verse describes Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda as the simultaneous rising of the sun and the moon. Every morning he then asked Govinda Dasi, you have remembered that verse? And I would chant it for him as he had taught, and he would beam and chuckle with delight. It seemed to give him great joy to hear a young American girl chanting shlokas, glorifying Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. He wanted all of his disciples to learn shlokas and preach their glories all over the world. Prabhupada once said to my husband, Govinda Dasi is a very beautiful young girl. Don't try to enjoy her. Send her to Krishna. Krishna likes all beautiful young girls. Girls coming to his movement should know that their soft hearts are very attractive to Krishna, and their loving attempts to serve him are much appreciated by Srila Prabhupada.